cameras are at VFL Park for the clash between St Kilda and Geelong. St Kilda trying to stop the rot. It's been 10 straight losses. The Cats, on the other hand, trying to keep the winning momentum going after a fine performance against Richmond last week. But it'll be St Kilda first into attack. Phil Cronin to go down towards the half-forward line, manning the target, but Bright too good. Terry Bright on half-back. Goes out wide, looking for Paul Couch, close to the boundary line. Couch tries to keep it in, but is unsuccessful. And so a throw-in to take place. Well, a number of changes, not so much so in the Geelong side, but Bobby Skilton in the St Kilda lineup. Yes,
Whitty has gone to the back pocket, Hodges to the forward pocket, Narkle to a wing, Elphinston, which wasn't a surprise, to a half-back flank, as Manning takes a hand pass. His teammate missed it completely. Manning still in there, trying to tap the ball forward. Views picks it up. He's well tackled down there. And good effort there by Evans. Morgan picks the ball up, puts it back. Cunningham and his opponent. It goes over the boundary line, I think, on the full. Yes. And so Joffa Cunningham will take the kick, wasting no time at all. Plays on immediately. Comes from the Foster's Lager sign, right up towards centre half forward, and Mossop almost takes the mark. Comes off Reynoldson's hands. Pack starting to form. Narkle forcing the ball forward. As Hellwood not in possession. Narkle playing on immediately, looking for Lockett. Lockett with the lead. He's got the sit and takes a good mark. So Tony Lockett, and good to see Lockett back. What an unfortunate injury that was, Sandy.
My word, it
just shows how simple things can happen. It's probably 900 metres on the ground, and he has to hit the one that's got the
sprinkler head, they
in
called
the
it.
wrong place.
Let's see what he can do. 35 metres out, the Saints flags go up, and the Saints are on the board. First goal to the powerfully built Tony Lockett, and the first one of the day. So the Saints lead, 1 goal, 6 behinds. Geelong yet to score. Conditions absolutely ideal here at VFL Park this afternoon, and Bobby, the ground looks a picture.
It certainly does, Sandy, particularly after the weather we've had. As Gary Malarkey and
could have a big job today, particularly after last week with Michael Roach.
I'm a Tony Lockett fan, so he certainly will have a job as far as I'm concerned. Ford gets a tap down. It's intercepted there, and Boss gets the ball out. Drum takes it, gives a wide hand pass towards O'Keefe. O'Keefe steadies, has time to put the nice left foot pass out, and Michael Turner, the captain of Geelong, playing his 200th game today, and well done, Michael Turner. A poor kick, smothered off the boot. Tackle looked too high.
He ducked, though.
He did duck. And the Saints out of defence.
He might have run over Bobby.
It did look that way.
Your selection today, Bob?
St Kilda, Sandy.
Well, we've seen them twice in the last 2 years, and they haven't lost. And both of those games were against Fitzroy last year, but let's hope we see a great clash this afternoon. Here's the throw-in. Ford trying to thump over the back, hurriedly taken away by Cronin down towards that centre wing area, but Bright was there to take the mark. Terry Bright, 15 metres. Sees him kick from the point of the square, but he doesn't worry about it. Plays straight on, down towards the forward line. Ablett shut out of it. A heavy tackle. The umpire calls play on. And now he's found one. It will go the way of the Saints, and a chance for them to get out of trouble. It was taken by David Whitty. Whitty across to Cunningham. Joffa's kick down towards Robbie Elphinstone. He's clear on centre wing. His teammate says, run, Robbie, so he does. Now eventually elects to get the handball away. An opportunity for youngster John Peter-Budge to send the Saints forward. Where's Lockett? He's playing from behind. He's got it. Great grab. What a difference he makes. What a difference. 35 metres out, directly in front. Still with that right knee heavily bandaged. Gary Malarkey on the mark. Lockett full of concentration as he fires towards the freeway end. The goal umpire doesn't move. 2 on the board to Lockett. 2 on the board to the Southern Saints. They lead by 12 points on 7's big lead.
Was it such a good number that you wear, Sandy?
You can't help yourself. It's the old reminiscing by Robert Skilton.
No, but Tony Lockett, every time Tony Lockett lines up towards a kick at goal, I feel he's going to kick it. And he is one of the players that can kick the drop punt excellently. Forward, waiting for the tap. Favours Mossop. He grabs it. Gives a hand pass. Morgan will take the tackle from too high. The advantage rule paid. Hocking gives the ball out, and Buse puts it forward. No mark taken. Long hand pass out of defence by the Saints. Gamble coming in. Forward. Brownless it is who comes out with it as Drum put the ball forward. And so, obviously, Brownless and Ablett moving from half forward to full forward. And then Bill Brownless sure to put first goal on the board for Geelong. And that's exactly what happens. Bill Brownless does not miss too many.
No doubt Danny Frawley has a big day ahead of him, although to his great credit he kept Ablett goalless down at Cardinia Park last year.
Frawley at the moment is out at half forward or half back in Frawley's case, and Gamble back at full back against Brownless.
Right.
Which is, I think, the way Geelong should always line up anyway, Sandy, as I said last week.
Exactly right. Here's the centre bounce once again. The margin is now 6 points. And we've only played 6 minutes of this first term. It's a better bounce in the middle, although both boys go up just a fraction too early. No one able to get it out of the middle. Reynoldsson tries to get it out, can't do so. And the umpire has got no alternative but to come in and have another bounce. Michael Snedden and Rowan Sauls are the two gentlemen in white in charge of proceedings today. Bounce again. Ford almost ran into Mossop. Narkle tried to weave his way through, couldn't do so, eventually thrown out. Mossop tries a roundhouse right, but it doesn't matter because he's got support from his teammate there in Hocking down to the half-forward line. The Cats, after a slow start, now getting into gear. Bruns, however, on this occasion loses it. Elphinston receives the hand pass. Another poor kick by Robbie Elphinston. It was kept in play. Perhaps that was a poor thing because Neil, who's just come onto the ground, takes the mark, only to see it go straight back to Elphinstone, who's picking up plenty of touches early in the game.
Short. Decent bandage on the thigh, Sandy.
Yes, Gary Hodges at half-back.
Hodges now plays on. Got out of trouble after putting himself in trouble. A beautiful tackle from Drum. That's great play by Drum. And loose ball's picked up, driven forward by Ford. An awkward bounce that time for Grant. John Peter-Budge straightens up, goes towards goal. It's a sitter. He's missed. He's hit the post.
An opportunity going begging for young John Peter-Budge. Was he trying to travel too quickly?
Oh, I think it was just a poor kick, Sandy. These things happen at times.
Kick back into play, and the mark taken for Geelong by Steve Hocking. He's had a fair start this season and been playing well. Scratcher Neil. Well, he'll be keen to impress. A beautifully drifted football to Reynoldsson, but he's too slow to get his kick. Wobbles off the boot. Fine defensive work. Sees it scooped out the back, and a chance for St Kilda to clear. Down towards the centre of the ground, up towards the half-forward line, waiting there to take the mark is Stewie Lowe, but he can't. So Lowe recovers. A poor hand pass. Back to him again. He's under plenty of pressure, and Geelong through Buse will get out of trouble. Buse across to Darcy, and the Cats are away to the half-forward line. Turner, too far underneath the football. No mark taken. Play on the call. Oh, it was a poor hand pass. Here's an opportunity now for Drum again. Flicks it high in towards full forward, but he's off target and 1 point over.
I personally felt it should have been a free kick to McConville, Sandy. I thought he was tackled too high. The umpire having none of that. And so now we'll find St Kilda. McConville this time takes the mark. Drum in defence. Cronin and Morgan. Cronin dummies well. Has time to steady. And the left foot kick from Cronin goes towards half forward. Hodges caught one in the back. Cool play on by the umpire. Two Geelong players diving in against each other, and Grant also there for St Kilda. And now we'll find that there's a bounce to take place midway between centre wing and half forward, probably closer to half forward. Low, tapped over the back that time by Coughlin, picked up by Reynoldsson. Reynoldsson in towards the centre, but it's all St Kilda, and Evans to take the mark. Evans thought about playing on. It's a long kick forward. Punched away. Taken by Reynoldsson. Hand pass. He goes after it again. Reynoldson's kick off the side of the boot. Good tackle. Good pressure football, as Sandy called. And it might have been Peter-Budge that forced that to go out of bounds. And so we now find the free kick with Phil Cronin. Manning was the player who forced it before. Mossop coming down to lend support to Malarkey. It's picked up by Elphinston, a left foot towards goal. There's a full one. Right through the centre. Elphinston Elphinston coming right down the ground. Now, he did line up at half-back, Sandy. I'm not sure where he is. But Elphinston, when he picked that ball up, was well short of half-forward. A great goal to Robert Elphinston.
His first and St Kilda's third. So once again, they open up a 2-goal break. 3-1, plays 1-1. And a good start by the Saints.
It does look as though he's gone back to half-back, Sandy.
That's a long trip. But I think you're right. They've been under the hammer this week. And they're still desperately searching for their first win. The Cats, on the other hand, should be on a high. Forward again up perhaps a fraction early. Reynoldson caught, tries to get the handball out in front of Scratch O'Neill, pushes the ball out in front of him, and he's under plenty of pressure and eventually is forced to soccer it off the ground. It goes over the line and out of bounds, but good pressure by Phil Narkle. So a throw in, centre wing, in the shadows of the stand. Mossop, front spot to Bruns. Moss couldn't take it. The hurried high kick was by Cronin. In towards the centre, over the top they come. No one take the mark. Manning waits down, gives it across to Cunningham. Will he put it out towards Lockett? No, he'll drop it short. And the Saints looking good at the moment. Grant a chance. He goes short. Where's Lockett? He's got him. Well, now, surely the danger signs, Bobby, are up for Gary Malarkey. I know we've only played 11 and a half minutes of this first term, but the boys kicked 2. You've already given the signal that this will be number 3.
Like I said before, Sandy, every time Lockett gets the ball, I have the feeling that he'll kick a goal.
Drop punt on its way.
And that's what's put him off.
I wish you'd shut up. You talk too much. 2 goals, 1.
Give it as I see it.
Oh dear, so 1 point. 3-2 plays 1-1. Malarkey, though, under plenty of pressure. Darcy from behind. Oh, he was under no pressure. Should have taken it, but didn't. Out comes the handball from Cronin. It's loose. Pushed in towards the centre, and a fine mark play on is the call. And the long kick coming from Gamble, who started well down towards the half-forward line. Manning looked for the free kick, didn't come his way. Bruns, the handball over the top. Cleverly tapped on towards Scratch O'Neill. He gets a better bounce. And through handball, they'll get out of trouble. Up towards Couch. Still going Paul Couch. Intercepted this time by Gamble. No one able to pick it up.
Good play, Gamble.
Yeah, my word, he bottled it up nicely. Kept the pressure on, and another bounce.
It must be a fair side, this St Kilda side, Sandy. They've got Burns and Fashini on the bench. I reckon Greg Burns is one of the best players around.
Greg Burns, it's a wonder there isn't smoke coming from the interchange bench at the moment, because...
I think they've got to be kidding.
No, I don't think they are. When he comes on, we'll just wait and see. 13 points the margin, Robert. The Saints leading.
All I can say is that if I were coach, he would never be on the bench.
Well, you'll have finished your coaching career, I believe. Robert Manning. Oh, they're mucking around with it, and they've lost it. Now, what was he saying then? A throw?
Throw.
So Damien Drum will take it from centre wing.
So Drum. Drum now puts it wide. Groundless up high, but gave away a free kick, surely. One hand on the shoulder. McConville gets the kick. It floats forward. Boss takes a nice mark. Hand pass across to Neil. Neil's kick floats forward. Geelong not using the ball well. Off the boot that time of Frawley. Didn't quite make the boundary line on the full. And so Downey Frawley and Gary Ablett. Looks like Mark Yates to full back and Malarkey to the back pocket. Yates did start on the wing, I do believe, as it goes across the ground. Cunningham forcing it forward. Christensen in hot pursuit. Oof, just missed at that time. Elphinston got the hand pass in. Evans gets it out to Frawley. St Kilda out of trouble temporarily as Frawley puts it forward. And Evans, I should say, taking it from Frawley. Mossop couldn't take the mark. Hocking off the side of the boot. Punched away. Kick in mid-air by Elphinston. Back into the centre. Good, strong play by Lowe. And Narkle comes out with the ball. Lowe doing some good shepherding. Excellent play by the youngster. As Narkle goes forward, Lockett takes the diving mark. Well, he's virtually, he will kick from at least 50 metres out, Sandy. Goes short. Too short, in fact. Missed his teammate. The hand pass comes now to Yates. Yates goes wide. And Couch takes the mark.
So Paul Couch just on the defensive side of centre wing, drifting it in towards the middle, looking for his captain Turner. Could have almost been free kick.
Will be this time.
Will be on the second occasion. So Mick playing his 200th game, which is a great credit to him.
15 metres.
Would have played it easily last year had it not been for the injuries that he sustained. Ablett is the target. Ablett he has. Showed good pace too to get there. Fashini's on the ground. I didn't see who went off. Manning off. Fashini on. Ablett's kick well offline and through for one behind.
I think that's an example, though, Sandy, as to why Gary Ablett often kicks a lot of points. He blazes away from extremely long distances, and so you can't expect to kick goals from that far out. McConville up towards centre wing.
Oh.
Fashini looking for the free kick, not paid, and so Bright takes it.
Fashini just on the ground, replacing Manning.
Terry Bright goes wide. McConville in the front. It's punched away. Christensen, Marty Christensen that was. Couch swings onto the left foot, goes up back. Too high for Morgan. He gets backed up well by Boss. Beautifully smothered by Coughlin. And Cronin now comes away with the ball in towards the centre. No mark. At the back it's Hocking. Hocking goes short. Picked up by Drum. Drum a hand pass across and runs now straight down the ground towards the goal square. Ablett is there. And when Ablett is in position, there's no stopping him.
Behind the play, Gary Hodges in plenty of strife. Looks to be a hip.
There's Bruns, Boss, Collins, and number 3 is Cronin. Little Bruns there as Gary Ablett prepares to line up for his first goal.
And should he kick it, Robert, this will be his 150th goal in his 47th game. So it's not a bad ratio. He'll certainly kick it. He does. And the Cats post their second. They trail by 6 points, 2-2 to 3-2, as Gary Ablett kicks his 150th goal in senior VFL football.
It's not a bad ratio at all, Sandy. It's guaranteed that your players were going to average 3 goals a game. Hodges coming off the ground, not on camera, and it's Manning to come back onto the ground. On camera is Frawley and Ablett. Frawley's probably saying to himself, I might have kept him goalless last year, but so far, 1 in the first.
I think Ablett finished with 4 points last year down at Kardinia Park in that particular game. John Mossop preparing to charge forward. Here's the centre bounce. 17, almost 18 minutes played of this first term, and it's been a good quarter too as Bruns gets ripped off the football, goes in again, almost hands it out from the top of the pack. No one able to get it out, and the umpire has no alternative but to come in and force another bounce. Not a big crowd, probably around the 15,000 mark. Another poor bounce. Like Boss that went for it, finished up with Drum. Beautiful hand pass. Here they go again as Billy Brownless receives from Morgan. Brownless the pass to Ablett's a ripper.
Oh, what a ripper.
That is good football. And a chance now for the Cats to tie away the scores here at the 18.5-minute mark. Delightful to watch as they brought it out of the centre. And Ablett going for his second goal in this game. And makes no mistake. So Gary Ablett 2, and the Cats are certainly back in business again. Scores are level at 3-2 apiece here on 7's Big Lead.
Well, whereas in the first few minutes St.Kilda were getting the ball out of the centre, it's Geelong that in the last 5-10 minutes or so have been getting the ball out of the centre, and that is so vital. You wait the centre bounce. Forward of St Kilda. Mossop of Geelong. 20 points apiece. Mossop actually got the tap. Collins couldn't get the ball clear. The umpire indicating that he'll bounce the ball about 5 metres wide of the centre circle. 3-2 apiece. 19.5 minutes into the first quarter here at VFL Park.
Any breeze, Bob? No, it swirls a bit here.
There's a little bit, Sandy, but I don't think there's anything to worry about today. As we find a long kick that time from Gamble. Good tackle. Coughlin looks down there for Lockett. Lockett, can he snap? He slips. possibly into the back of Lockett there, and full play on by the umpire, but there probably wasn't much else Yates can do. He didn't actually push him. He did grab him. Yates was already on his own knees anyway. So from the bounce, Mossop gets the tap. John Peter-Budge hooks it over the shoulder, but it's Hocking of Geelong who takes it. Gives the hand pass across to Malarkey. Has time for a bounce. Not a long kick from Malarkey. And a good mark taken by Alistair Ford. Hand passes immediately to Gamble. He steadies, goes wide. It's dropping short, though, straight into the arms of Terry Bright, who spills the sitter. It comes out. Lockett gets a long hand pass wide. Cronin, no, it was Collins who misjudged it. Picked up by Boss. Darcy, I should have said. Darcy got the ball wide. Turner kicked it off the ground. Didn't turn out to be a good move because he then came over the shoulders of McConville, and Peter McConville comes out with a free kick for St Kilda.
From half-back, putting the Saints out of trouble. He virtually wobbles a punt, but it finds Phil Cronin. Went over the head. Now a chance for Narkle. Back to Cronin again. This time a longer kick to the half-forward line. All up. Who's waiting at the back? Here's a chance for David Grant. Perfectly smothered, though, in towards the half-forward line. Grant still a chance for possession. Spoons it forward to Lockett, but it passes him, and Yates is there. Caught by Bashini. Mark was going to turn around and hit straight through the goals, but he thought, I'm going to do this the right way. Under pressure and through for one behind. So the Saints lead by a point. In the 22nd minute of the first term, Mark Yates, with a change being made by John Devine. Paul Couch comes down and takes the mark at half-back. In front of Elphinston. Yates kick. McConville from behind should take it, and does.
Apparently he's been an excellent player for St Kilda this year, Sandy.
Yes, we haven't had the chance of seeing them, but by all reports he has been playing well. It's a half-forward. Elphinstone will see it over the line. Heavily strapped left thigh.
Doesn't appear to be worrying him at all, though.
Not at all at the moment. There's the throw in again. Mossop certainly having the experience in the ruck. Down to Morgan. Cunningham and Christensen. Christensen too quick. Gets clear. Drum used the body beautifully. Can play on here to Mick. Game number 200. Will he goal? He bounces his way clear, but he's beautifully tackled, and if he's not been beholding the ball, I'll go he.
The umpire took half an hour.
He wasn't going to, I don't think.
It was a beautiful tackle by Whitty. That was magnificent football.
And now umpire Snedden realising that he erred.
Great play, Whitty.
It certainly was. The kick from Whitty, and what's he done? He's bringing him back. Having a chat to Mick.
I don't know why Michael Turner was upset. He made the blue of not getting it.
Yep. So back it goes.
Beautiful tackle. Tackling is part of the game, and it's the greatest improvement in football in the last 30 years. And that was magnificent by young Whitty.
So David Whitty at half-back, almost down to half-back. He's got that 15 metres, which does bring him down. Kicks in towards centre wing. Joffa Cunningham got up high, but couldn't take the mark. Brownless tried to get the handball away for the Cats. He's still down there ferreting for it, but eventually loses it. Now an opportunity for Coghlan to get clear. Wobbles one down towards Bashini. Under pressure from Bright. Was he pushed? No, said the umpire, and Bright gets clear, or does he? No, good pressure applied. Bruns now, quickly onto the boot. That was well played. Down towards the forward line. Ablett is there, trying to spoon the ball out in front. Needs support. Gets it. An opportunity for Voss to send them forward. Down towards Turner again. Thumped away by Whitty. Down towards the back pocket region. They all go to ground. Elphinstone was first there. Can't do anything with it.
Elphinstone looking up, saying, why wasn't I free kicked? Yep. And I was inclined to agree. The bounce.
They're working hard for their frees, aren't they?
I have a feeling that Geelong couldn't complain about this quarter.
Gee.
Tap back. Picked up by Gamble. Very close to the boundary line. Couch runs straight into Cronin. It's over the line, and a throw-in to take place. Forward pocket for Geelong, with Geelong trailing by 1 point. We're almost into time on. Could easily have been a free kick to Ford. Brownless was up before acceptance, straight into the back. Couch takes it, floats the ball towards the square, and it's thumped through that time. So good defensive work, one rush point, as we saw it thumped through by Whitty.
Scores a level. 3-3 apiece. Into time on. And Whitty back into play again.
Should have been against Gamble there. He got into the back of Brownless way before the ball was there. Nice hand pass over the top. McConville, the player that Collins was looking for. Narkle does well. Gets it out to Peter-Budge. And a long kick. Malarkey in position to mark and does it easily. Gary Malarkey. Midway between back pocket and half-back flank. High floating kick. And an equally good mark that time taken by young Lowe. Now, Stuart Lowe puts it forward. Mossop in the way. They're too tall for Grant. And you see a play like Mossop, you just shouldn't kick it neither. There's Morgan, played on, did play on, good tackle, didn't get the hand pass in. Fashini does, over the top, it's taken by Coughlin. Coughlin's kick up towards the forward area. Manning couldn't take the mark. It's Manning under pressure, dives forward, taps the ball out. Elphinston comes in, gets past the tackle, goes towards goal. It's a beautiful looking kick. It's a glorious goal. Robert Elphinston, his second.
Put that one down for goal for the day on Seven's World of Sport. What a left foot snap by Robbie Elphinstone, and the Saints hit the front. 4-3 plays 3-3 on Seven's big lead.
It really was a lovely goal. I don't think I've ever seen a game before with a half-back flankers kick two in the first quarter. I've often seen them kick one, not necessarily two, from the bounce. Pack starting to form, the loose ball comes out, then we find Buse, after copping it from Drum, going Guywood, touched, I think. No, it wasn't touched, so a great goal. Damien Drum and Andrew Buse combining for Buse to put it through for a goal. I did think it was touched at the last minute, but what a glorious piece of play. There's Damien Drum, who got the ball out to Andrew Buse, and Buse finished it off with a goal.
Goal for goal at the moment here at VFL Park. 27 points apiece. A good start by both teams. Centre bounce once again. Close to siren time. A couple of minutes left. The Saints desperate to go down into attack as Tony Evans kicked to the half-forward line. They've got the opportunity here. Thumped forward by John Peter-Budge down towards Lockett. Oh, he got to favourable bounce, I think. No, he doesn't. Was he tackled too high? Comes away from Bright. Fascinio, goal! Hi-ho, says Silvio, and I've got it. Don't leave me on the interchange for too long. So the Saints post number 5. 5-3 to 4-3 on Seven's big lead.
And great play by Tony Lockett to, trap the ball and get it back. Going for the ball, and he didn't really look as though he was moving. Nice fluent action, but even so, it was an excellent piece of football, and he set up that goal for Silvio Fascini.
The Saints by 6 points. 28.5 minutes played of this first term.
This is the first time I've seen you smile at the football in 6 or 8 months, Sandy.
Here's the centre bounce. 33 plays 27. Ford and Mossop. Mossop showing all his experience at the moment and is winning handsomely. To the half-forward line. Manning a chance. Gets the handball away to Cronin. Under pressure. A high kick up towards the half-forward line. Reynoldsson. Oh, Elphinstone. Did he take his eye off it? He's been given it.
Could kick 3, Sandy.
Well, this is unbelievable. Here's the half-back. Robbie Elphinstone going for number 3, and John Mossop looks in terrible trouble behind the play. Well, now this is dramatic for Geelong fans. Let's watch the half-back, a kick for goal.
Kick like a half-back.
Oh, back you go, Robbie, to the half-back flank. But
Mossop
John
does look in trouble, and so too is Reynoldsson.
Well, the danger signs are up for the Cats.
But Mossop was really hobbling and calling for the trainers. They're with him now, but not on camera. Christensen takes a nice mark, plays on immediately. The hand pass across to Reynoldsson, who has recovered. Reynoldsson has the time. Nobody came at him. He had the time to bounce it through, and we find St. Kilda through the agency of Collins, putting the ball out wide. It bounces awkwardly for Brownless, who was a long way from full forward. He might have come up when Mossop was injured. Brownless does a lot of the ruck work for Geelong, so the minute he saw Mossop in trouble, he probably came up the ground. Now, Mossop hasn't gone off, Sandy. He's hobbled down to the forward line, and this is unbelievable to me. With the fact that you've got interchange, why not let him come off and let the doctor have a look at it? Surely the doctor knows better than anybody else.
Well, particularly as he's gone down onto that goal-scoring freak in Robbie Elphinstone, but it won't get that far this time because Narkle goes to Lockett. Can't take it on the half volley. Who's first to recover? Yates, solidly met, and Malarkey kicks it away, but that's the end of the first term. And a good quarter of football it's been too here at VFL Park, with the honours pretty even. St Kilda just showing a lead on the scoreboard, 5-4 to 4-3 on Seven's big lead. We go into the second term here at VFL Park, St Kilda and Geelong, and it's the Saints by 7 points after a great duel between these two teams in the first quarter. There's a chance for Neil to get Geelong going, but he's well tackled early on in this second term, and they just bottle it up. Still virtually in the centre square. This crowd, we're told, in excess of 20,000, around the 21,000 mark. So that's a pretty good turnout, but it's ideal conditions.
I think it shows the appeal of VFL Park, Sandy.
Yes, well, certainly as we look across the ground, it's a sea of faces, and it's good to see. Ford won it. Morgan tries to take it away for the Cats, can't do so, and he's pinged him. So a chance for St Kilda to go forward through Tony Evans. To the half-forward line, and that's a good, strong mark taken by David Grant. Right on the 50-metre line. Lockett in the square. Now here he comes. With him is Yates. Yates had enough muscle for him then. Lockett has it now, loses it. Tries to bottle it up in that forward line. The umpire allowing play to go on. And eventually the free kick will come the way of Tim Darcy.
Made the mistake of stopping before the umpire blew the whistle, nonetheless.
Anticipated. Darcy's kick, Elphinstone at the back. Sees it go over the line. Well, probably a defender. Kicked 2 in the first term. Couldn't believe his luck. He's got a sniff of the goals. There he is with that heavily bandaged left. Favouring it slightly, but just ever so. Again, Mossop from behind. He's really controlling the hit-outs as Andrew Hughes, member of the state squad and a fine footballer, just gets his kick away in time. Down to the half-forward line. The pass is a beauty, and he finds Gary Atwood. Too far out to score. He'll put it out in front of Christensen down in the right forward pocket. Christensen's clear. Hooks it back cleverly. Can he find Bruns? Yes, he can.
Beautiful play by Marty Christensen. He knew that if he had a shot at goal from that position, the odds were that he would not score a goal at least. And so he swung it back to immediately down the centre, and it's his teammate Neville Bruns.
Shot at goal. Goal umpire doesn't move. It's through, and back come the Cats to within 1 point of St Kilda. 5-4 plays 5-3 on Seven's big lead.
Because I think the move of Yates to full back, which meant that Christensen had to come from the back pocket to the wing, has worked very well for Geelong, because Christensen has done an excellent job on the wing. Yates has contained Lockett from that moment, and Malarkey has even done a better job.
Centre bounce once again. A point the difference. 3 minutes played, second term. From the centre. Drum. Was he held? The umpire said yes. Plays straight on. Gets the handball away. Kick by O'Keefe down towards the forward line. Billy Brownless in front. Distance, well, you could pull Billy out another 40 metres and the distance still wouldn't be a problem. Kick a ball. 35 out, almost directly in front. Has kicked 1 to date. This will give the Cats the lead, which it does. So Geelong go to 6-3, 39, 5-point leaders over St Kilda, 5-4, 34 on Seven's big lead.
A good start by Geelong in this second term. And they've really gotten the ball forward. Ablett leading well at half forward, and particularly against Danny Frawley, all the more reason for Ablett to be running around.
Centre bounce. The Cats lead by 5 points. On that occasion, it was Alistair Ford who won it, but they can't win it out of the middle. A chance to repel the attack through David Whitty. Gets the handball across to Frawley, who goes wide towards centre wing. Here's a chance now as Manning gets it across to the half-forward line. No mark taken. Boss stormed through, but without the football. It's pushed high back in towards the middle. No mark taken. Bright almost came over the top. The umpire called play on. Now he's picked one out. And it will go the way of Narkle. To half-forward. Well spoiled. Christensen loses the run of the ball. Cunningham overruns it, has to backpedal, and eventually under pressure is pushed over the line and out of bounds. But again, it was Christensen doing the work. 5 minutes played. Mossop in front. Past Darcy it goes. Pushed down in towards the pocket. Oh, some good shepherding. Saw John Peter-Budge clear, but his kick is very, very wide and goes out of bounds on the full. So no score and a chance for the Cats to relieve some of the pressure.
Yates puts the ball back into play. The kick almost looked as though it was going to drop short. Manning couldn't quite get to it. Malarkey took the easy mark and played on. It was tapped away by Elphinston. Picked up that time by Reynoldsson. Reynoldsson now straightens up and puts a long kick towards half-forward. Brownless in front. Punched away that time. Breaks the tackle. Brownless with a long hand pass towards Turner. Turner straightens up, but he's kicks offline, and a 1 point the result.
Great play by Brownless, Bob.
Certainly was, Sandy.
And they're the sort of shots that Mick Turner should be kicking. Very rarely misses those on the run. But on that occasion, not successful. As John Collins brings the ball back into play, it's a poor kick. And Peter McConville sees it over the line. Another throw-in to take place. The Cats lead by 6 points with 2 early goals in the second term. From the throw-in, Ford uses the body. Oh, it's going to be a free kick to McConville. And it will be. Been by far the most consistent of the imports for the Saints this year. Scratcher Neal almost with the one hand. Loves a run and does recover. But his kick goes down into no man's land in that left forward pocket region in front of the small scoreboard here at VFL Park, and another throw-in to take place.
Sandy, I do not know what Greg Burns has done, but you know, with St Kilda struggling in this quarter.
Times like this, he should be on there. If you might like to ask the question tomorrow, Robert. Robbie Elphinstone. Too far out to score, Robbie. You're at half back. But a well-placed kick, and he finds Joffa Cunningham. Now go back and take the kick, Jeffrey. And he does. And he wastes little time. Goes onto that awkward-looking left foot. Elphinstone had crept down. He should have taken the mark. Couch will be on him now. Well done, Elphinstone. Used the body nicely. Trying to poke it out the back was Phil Cronin. And again, they can't get it away. And another ball up. Ford, perhaps a fraction early. Forced onto the left foot then was Frank Coughlin. Kicks down in towards that left pocket region. Stuart Lowe is there. Keeps the ball in play, but straight back towards Andrew Buse. Now he's under pressure, Buse. But he can handle it, and he handles it beautifully across to Morgan. Morgan out of the half-back line down towards the centre. Well done on that occasion by Phil Narkle. Clear, gets it across to Alistair Ford. Deep in towards full forward. Lockett's the target. Can't take the mark. Waiting down is Fashini. Silvio loves these, but has he hooked it back far enough? No, he is not, and it drops like lead. Out of bounds on the full.
So 34-40 in favour of Geelong. 8.5 minutes into the second term here at VFL Park. Gary Malarkey to put the ball back into play. Interesting that Malarkey played early in the game with a long sleeve Guernsey, and for whatever reason, one can't understand. Maybe he just doesn't like cold winds. So it's still Narkle now. 50 metres out. Hooks it towards half forward. Yates in the front position, punched away by Lockett. The snap towards goal is offline, and so that kick, Peter-Budge, 1 point on the board. He's had a number of kicks, but not doing a lot with them.
5 points the margin. Terry Bright to bring the ball back into play, undecided as to which side to go. Eventually shoots straight down the middle. At the back is Robbie Elphinstone. He's got plenty of support. Forward. Now Coughlin's kick to the forward line, and here's a chance for David Grant. 25 metres out. 45-degree angle, but Grant an opportunity of wrestling the lead back for St Kilda. So right foot drop punt on its way, and he snuck it through. So the Saints are back in front in this seesawing struggle at VFL Park. 6-5 plays 6-4 on Seven's big lead.
And a nice piece of football by Alistair Ford. And he's not doing a bad job, and I think he's been quite happy with the fact that Mossop got injured early in the piece, and although Mossop's back in the ruck now, I'm sure he's not 100%, Sandy.
No, he did look in real strife, didn't he? But as you say, he's continuing on.
Well, I think the goal umpire's in trouble too.
He's got a problem. I think he'll probably pass the fitness test during the week. Mossop wins it again out of the middle. Couch, oh, he collided with Morgan almost. Good play. That was Whitty to the half-forward line. Can the Saints recover? Should have taken that one. Cunningham comes in now. Poor hand pass by Joffa. He'll try and make amends as he goes down upon Christensen. Boss, a fierce tackle. Cunningham back again, was looking for Ford, who can soccer it off the ground. Does so cleverly to the half-forward line. A chance for Manning. He's clear across half-forward. Goes long, hooking it back, and a well-placed kick finds David Grant. He had a good look then, Bob, and he could see, admittedly, right behind him was Tony Lockett, but he pulled the ball back nicely.
Yes, he pulled it back beautifully, Sandy. I think the ball was probably actually meant for Lockett,
yep,
and would have been a lovely pass anyway, but Lockett, I'm sure, was telling Grant, it's all yours, David.
His kick at goal is good, and 2 quick goals to St Kilda see them back in this game again. And they open up a 7-point break. 7-5 to 6-4 on Seven's big lead.
Yes, and 2 players there did exceptionally well. One was Joffa Cunningham, who didn't exactly do well in the way he got the ball in the first place, but he kept at it and at it and at it, and eventually got a hand pass in. And then big Alistair Ford had a hand in getting the ball forward again. So 2 goals in a couple of minutes to Grant. A busy player up there on the forward line, and a worry for Stephen Hockey.
Centre bounce. 12 minutes played. Second term. Ford this time out of the middle. But it was Brunn's high kick gathered little distance. Here's a chance for the Saints through Coughlin to go down towards the half-forward line once again. Malaki's under plenty of pressure from Manning. Socket off the ground and down towards the centre wing area. Here's a chance for Damien Christensen. Onto the left foot he goes. Couch stands his ground. But,
he's playing a ripper game, Coughlin.
Playing a ripper, Frank Coughlin. Well, there are a number of young boys in this side that have impressed. Oh, he's in trouble now, Coughlin. Gets the handball away, finds Peter McConville, and they'll get out of trouble eventually. Up towards the half-forward line. Who's waiting down? No one, as the pack develops very quickly, and the umpire will come in and have a bout. Looks like a ham sandwich, doesn't it?
I think Elphinstone fooled you, Sandy. He's taken the bandage off.
It's the confidence from those goals, is it? I'll speak to the eel.
No, he hasn't. It was
Bruns. Back towards the centre. Over the head of Drum. Cunningham tries to spoil the hand pass. Christensen gets clear. Puts out a long hand pass to 200 gamer Mick Turner. Now Mick loves this. A run, then a shot into goal, and Johnny Mossop can just watch it. Billy Brownless can watch it sail over the top for Michael Turner's first goal. And the Cats come back once again to within a point. 7-5 plays 7-4.
It looks as though Burns is about to come on. It's Andy.
Sheeny off. And Greg Burns.
Listen to the St Kilda fans, Sandy.
I think there's a message there. Ford couldn't get it out of the middle. A chance for Christensen. The Cats down to their half-forward line. Turner's amongst it again. Can receive the hand pass from Ablett. Oh, Mick, you're into another open goal. And he's done it. 2 in 2 minutes. And the Cats regain the lead. 8-4 to 7-5. And at this stage, Mick Turner has got some fond memories of the first half of his 200th game.
We there saw the somewhat folly. We see the fans having a good look at this, of a player just blindly knocking the ball, and it went straight to the opposition. The player who knocked it found that it was then hand passed to his opponent.
47 plays 52. Cats lead by 5 points. From the centre bounce, Greg Burns showing his vigour early on after coming onto the ground. Has been pinged. He'll be keen to get on with the business.
So keen he's got a 15-metre penalty. I thought it should have been Burns' free kick.
To half forward, and a good mark taken by David Whitty. Didn't see Christensen, but plays on now. Puts it out wide towards the wing. Caught was Peter-Budge. Not before he got his kick away forward. A clever tap on. Now a chance for Cronin. Gets clear. Almost check sides it to the half-forward line. Trying to tap it further forward was Stewart Lowe. But Malarkey is there, getting it across to Bruns, and the Cats again. Their defence is tightened somewhat, and they're able to push it back towards the half-forward line. Ablett got up high from behind, couldn't take the mark. Storming through was Tony Evans, gets the handball away and towards the middle. Cronin across to McConville's good football. McConville to the half-forward line, and that's a better passage of play as David Grant takes the mark. Has kicked 2, both of them in this term, Grant. And a chance, once again, to regain the lead for the Saints. What a seesaw struggle it's been. About 40 metres out. Gets underneath a drop punt and floats it in towards goal, but is off target. 1 point over.
Well, even though he missed it, Sandy, I've liked the way that they haven't just made Tony Lockett the main focal point. It's far better that you've got a forward line rather than one man. Right, playing on. Lockett certainly struggling with that knee. As Bright puts it forward, and Cronin playing an excellent game for St Kilda. Plays on, the hand pass to Coghlan. Coghlan runs back, swings it across the ground. Cunningham slipped, and as a result, Couch takes the mark. Well, Couch, not a good hand pass, but Neil was able to take it into the centre. A lovely pass finds Damien Christensen. Darcy gives the ball across to Marty Christensen. Christensen goes now looking for Brownless, and oh, what a beautifully judged mark.
A great mark. A great mark.
Just perfect judgment. His feet were, in fact, I don't think he ever jumped off the ground at all. It was just excellent judgment. I think that Gamble thought he was going to lead. He didn't lead. He stood his ground, and Gamble a little bit off balance, so Brownless going for goal number 3. And goal number 3 it is. And so Geelong 9-4, 58, St Kilda 7-6, 48.
And that is the greatest margin that the Cats have had in this game so far. 2 goals to Billy Brownless in this term, and they've shot 10 points clear. Back in the centre once again. There is Brownless and Gamble. 48 plays 58. Just 18 minutes played. Bruns well tackled, trying to get it out of the middle after receiving from Mossop, but can't do so. And there'll be a free kick to Greg Burns. Plus 15. Because he's keen to get on with it. Trotting driver extraordinaire. Away he goes, setting up the hand pass across to McConville. It's a poor kick by Peter McConville to the half-forward line. The attack repelled, but only momentarily. Evans picks it up. Oh, he's in strife. Can go wide. Over the top looking for Narkle. He's clear. Goes short. They're mucking around with it across that half-forward line. Darcy juggles it and should get his team out of trouble. Well, St Kilda have only themselves to blame for that. The kick to Bright at half-back. Right on the boundary line. Terry Bright. Short to Turner. Effective. Still not quite down to centre wing is Mick Turner. Drifts it in towards the centre. Ford waiting down, got a hand to it. McConville's kick was beautifully smothered. That's good play by Reynoldsson. He put Muse under the hammer though, and the little plumber's under pressure there. Now Christensen is having a fair game to full forward. Let's watch Brownless. Oh, he almost plucked it with one hand, and Ablett has it thumped away from him. Great to see the skills of the game in that area coming out. Almost good. Throw. Geelong's right forward pocket. They lead by 10 points. 20 minutes played, second term. Ford doing the leading. Brownless in front, but straight to the goal freak in Elphinstone. Gets his kick away. Who's going to be first to recover? An opportunity for Neil. He's up against Narkle. Narkle beats one. And smothers the hand pass. It goes over the line. And a throw into take place. Points favouring the Cats. Elphinstone certainly favouring that league now. Narkle again. Pulled off the football when he didn't have it. And will receive it. To centre wing. Mossop could have given a shove, but play goes on. A chance for Cronin. He's clear to the half-forward line. No mark taken by Grant. Cunningham is well caught. Play on is the call. Grant is held and will be free kicked. So David Grant, 2 goals, 1 for this term. And St Kilda certainly need this, trailing by 10 points at the moment. He's 40 metres out, almost directly in front. A little closer than his last shot when he scored a behind. It's a better-looking kick, though, by David Grant, and he's put it through for his third, and the Saints 8-6, trailing Geelong 9-4 on Seven's big lead.
David Grant proving an excellent forward in this term. Damien Drum off the ground for Geelong. Darren Morgan back on. And there is David Grant. It's Damien Drum walking around the boundary line. We await the centre bounce. Alistair Ford of St Kilda will compete against John Mossop of Geelong. Burns in there at the centre bounce. And the free kick has gone Geelong's way. Must have been an extra player in the centre. Cunningham might have been the player to infringe. Runs, tried a couple of times. Ablett loses it. The kick comes from McConville. It comes out wide. Tapped forward by Darcy. Joffa Cunningham. Good play, Cunningham. He dived in, dived after it again. Gets the hand pass up to his teammate in Evans. But his Evans kick goes straight to the opposition. Damien Christensen to Buse. Cunningham comes through, misses it with the tackle. Beautifully smothered by Evans. The Saints are really desperate at the moment. Excellent football down there. They might not have got the ball clear, but they showed the real desperation that is required of players, whether you've got ability or not.
Throw in. A chance for Coughlin. Nicely tapped down to him by Ford. Back in towards the centre, manning the target. Malarkey is with him. Burns got a touch, but that was all. Reynoldsson through, leaves it for Bright. Across to Boss, he's clear. Goes long and a lovely penetrating kick to Ford. And the mark has been claimed. No, it hasn't been claimed. Well, they all stopped.
I thought Frawley took the mark,
yes.
Sandy.
And then the umpire came in and said no play on. Now Ablett's saying it's mine. Danny Frawley's saying it's mine. He's saying to one, you go back to Bruin, and the other, you go back to Potato Farm at Ballarat.
Either way, it's a bounce. Runs came in. Picked up by Whitty. Whitty's kick, missed by Narkle. He fortunately gets a free kick, but he missed a sitter. So Phil Narkle plays on. Goes wide, a well-placed kick. Just too far for Burns. Will the ball bounce for him? He taps it over the top, looking for Manning. Manning taps the ball on. Good play by both Burns and Manning. Manning now goes long. Grant's there again. And David Grant, who has kicked 3 in this term. So Grant from 45 metres out. He'll kick from about 50 metres to be exact. Can he make the distance? Kicks from exactly 50 metres off the side of the boot. Mossop's there for Geelong, and it takes the mark. So John Mossop, 54 to 58 in favour of Geelong. Short pass to Christensen. I don't see any sense in those. Gained 5 metres. Christensen now comes across the ground. Doesn't quite finish up with a mark. Grant gets a hand pass in. Cunningham's there. Cunningham goes straight across the ground and finds Collins. Collins now. Oh, no good putting it to Lockett. He's got Mossop there with him. He got into the back of Lockett. How the umpire missed it, I do not know. Everyone in the crowd saw it as Christensen took the hand pass from Bruns. It goes towards the boundary line, just kept in play by Couch. Couch puts a high floating kick forward. Morgan in the front position, punched away by Ford, picked up by Neal, across to Bruns. Bruns in towards the centre. An awkward bounce, well trapped out by Buse. And Buse now showing a good turn of speed, but under pressure from Evans. Hooks the ball forward and Brownless takes the mark. So Brownless has kicked 3, 2 in this term. As we see Cunningham and Buse picking the ball and picking the socks up. And it's Brownless with the ball. 50 metres out. The kick by Bill Brownless is a ripper.
He can kick a ball, can't he?
4 goals to Bill Brownless. And so once again, Geelong with a 10-point lead. 10-4, 64. St Kilda 8-6, 54.
We say Ablett's exciting to watch, Bobby, but isn't Brownless? It's so great to see a young player come up and suddenly the spotlight falls on him and he doesn't let the fans down.
And I think Ablett would love it.
Yes, couldn't agree more.
A lot of pressure off Ablett.
So, back in the centre once again. And the Cats at the moment able to answer the challenge and hold.
This is
St Kilda at bay. There's another infringement out of the centre square. Bruns receives the hand pass, goes up towards his captain on the half-forward line, and I think he might...
No, he didn't touch Turner. He did not touch Turner.
Well, it's amazing the ones they pick up and the ones they miss. Nevertheless, Ablett gives him a lead into the pocket. And goes over the line, but nothing was picked up there.
He touched McConville more than vice versa. You know?
Makes you wonder whether it's a case of one side being down while they're down.
Hang on there, one's second last and one's last, Sandy.
There's a fair difference between them, isn't there? One's lost 10 straight, and the other one's won at least 3. Ablett looking for the free kick.
And should have got it.
Brownless. Good kick under pressure. He got it down to that forward line. But only to see David Whitty take the mark. Now Whitty kicks out of the shadows into the sunlight. Waiting down is Morgan. He's under pressure. Loses it. A chance for Coghlan. Gee, he's been a trier. Coughlin's kick to the centre of the ground, but well taken by Terry Bright. Plays on beautifully. Gets clear up towards the half-wide line. He spotted Brownless and he takes a strong mark. Under plenty of pressure then from Cunningham.
Now, if I were Brownless, Sandy... Now,
Joffley, you'll go in a minute.
If I were Brownless, it would be the torpedo punt kick. There wouldn't be any short passes.
Well, let's see if he listens to you. He's going short. Oh, he's gone very short, and it hasn't worked. Well, he should have listened to you because Tony Evans will clear for St Kilda. Down towards the centre wing area. Push towards the boundary line, and it will drift over for another throw-in. Steve Reynoldsson.
Why would the best kick in league football not go long?
Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Ask John Devine. He's probably scratching his head too as Reynoldson's hand pass is loose. Straight to McConville. McConville onto the left foot. To centre wing. And once again lurking there is Terry Bright. And he goes short. Andrew Buse. Now he lost the football then by himself. Phil Cronin, I don't think, touched it.
The greatest exhibition of umpiring today, isn't it?
No. Ablett under enormous pressure. Morgan looking for the hand pass across to Christensen, onto the right boot, pulls it back, but not enough, and in fact out of bounds on it.
David Whitty will bring the ball back into play for St.Kilda, right alongside the behind post. He's allowed to play across the ground.
They're not too sure, I think.
Well, I think these players will realise that the umpire's a little bit different than normal. So the hand pass comes over the top from McConville, taken by Burns. Burns short kick, Narkle takes it, but there's the siren for half-time. And at half-time we see St Kilda on 8 goals 6, 54, Geelong 10-4, 64.
You want to be a real footballer? I've been a real footballer. You've got to look like a real footballer. You've got to go for the mark. The VFL mark. Go for the mark. Go for the mark.
Go for the VFL mark at leading stores. Real footy gear, real footy accessories, real footy supporters gear too, in all club colours and badges. Go for the mark. Go for the mark. Go for the mark. Go for the VFL mark at leading stores.
Geelong have opened up a 10-point lead as we go into the third term here at VFL Park in what's been a most entertaining first half of football against St Kilda. Greg Burns, for so long on the interchange bench, sends the Saints into attack. Down towards Manning. With him is Bright. Manning trying to push the ball forward in towards the pocket. Holds it well, then kicks it high. Fashini getting underneath it. Oh, he can't take it. Lockett restricted in his movements. Darcy. Clear. And Geelong out of trouble, but only momentarily. A poor kick, and Manning takes the mark.
And bad miss by Fashini there, Sandy. He should have taken that mark. But Andrew Manning now. Too far out to score, in my opinion. But don't give Lockett much chance of taking the mark because Mossop's down there lending support. Manning's kick into the square. Mossop in front. Couldn't take the mark. It comes out to Neal. Neal has the chance to have a couple of bounces. Now only has one. Evans put him down after he put the ball forward, and that's a nice mark taken by Cunningham across to Coghlan, who's been an excellent player. Coughlin's kick, looking for Lockett. Lockett from behind, punches the ball away. Fashini slips, was held when not in possession, taps the ball back, comes out towards Neal. Oh. Neal caught one too high. Called play on by the umpire, so Neal comes out towards the members' side of the ground. Straightens up with a hand pass towards Terry Bright, and from centre half back, Bright directs the ball wide. Elphinstone in the way though, 15 metres. No, not going to be paid.
Elphinstone. Oh, he's got the boys clear across that half-forward line. Manning a chance again as he goes deep in towards full forward with a high kick. Lockett over the top of Mossop, almost gave away the free kick. Bright it is who waits down across to Yates. Yates finds Darcy and they're out of trouble. Back towards centre wing. Couch was there. He's under plenty of pressure. Couldn't take it. Whitty tries to thread his way clear. Realises he has to get the handball out. Does so to Phil Narkle. Narkle, a long handball across to Greg Burns from the 50-metre line. Oh, Gregory tries to go short instead of going long. Back again to Narkle. Dodges one, two, another hand pass. It's a poor one. St Kilda are mucking around with the ball in the forward line at the moment, and Bright should be able to clear for the Cats. Back towards the centre of the ground, but only momentarily because the mark was taken by Lowe. He plays onto the half-forward line, and Cronin takes it.
Excellent play by Lowe, Sandy. Although he was off balance, he saw that Cronin was clear directly at centre half forward, and the young Lowe put the ball forward with a very quick kick. Cronin gets the lead from Lockett. Can't quite make it. Lockett breaks the tackle, a hand pass towards Elphinstone. On to Cronin, a chance of a score as Cronin goes goalward and brings up his first goal. A well-deserved goal for the Saints. Phil Cronin kicks his first, and St Kilda go to 9 goals, 6-60. Geelong 10-4, 64.
And a most important goal for the Saints, because had Geelong kicked the first for this term, it would have made the margin 16 points, Bob. And things were starting then to look a little desperate for St Kilda.
Excellent piece of mathematics, Sandy.
We're having trouble with a couple of words there, Bob.
I do agree. Forward, gets the tap. Coming across is McConville. McConville puts it wide. Cunningham and Christensen. Both players have been good for their teams today. Cunningham does well. Puts it forward. It's straight into the arms of Malaki. He's built the mark. Good umpiring. Malaki recovers though. Puts it back towards centre wing. Elphinstone stands his ground and takes a timely mark.
So the eel from centre wing is called to play on. He spears one in towards the half-forward line, and Terry Bright's in front of Greg Burns to take the mark.
And done a bad job for Geelong today.
Done a good job. Puts it wide. Bruns the target. He's under pressure. Could be beaten for the football by Grant. Mendelson comes in to lend support. Can't get there. And another bounce to take place. John Collins was the tackler. Collins wearing 15. Narkle 8. There's the bounce. Burns tried to take it away. Couldn't do so. Collins may be able to. Yes, he can for the Saints. Good shepherding. Sees him clear. He pushes it back. Looking for Grant. Used the body nicely. But it was Boss who waited at the back. Now Darcy who heads for the boundary line. I don't know that it'll make it. Yes, it will. And David Grant just unable to get there in time. So another throw in. Mossop. Low. Mossop in front. Wins it. Hughes to scratch a Neil. Looks for the player and has him going past him. Christensen. They're starting to muck round. Couch. Morgan at the end of it. He'll have to go on towards Neil, but he's caught. And he's pinged. Well, he had the ball held to him. He put out his arm to show the umpire.
He let go of it, Sandy, so a good decision.
I quite agree.
Cronin goes in towards half forward. Mossop punches the ball away. Marty Christensen gets a favourable bounce. Thought about the hand pass. Now elects to go forward. It's a poor kick, but it could be effective because it floats past Elphinstone. Tapped on by Ablett. Could have been a throw, but called play on. And we find Geelong through the agency of Hocking, putting it out to Couch, and it's through for 1 point from the boot of Paul Couch. So 1 point goes on the board at Geelong. They are 10-5-65 with St Kilda on 9-6-60.
McTurner still holding his head and say, why didn't you just pass it to me? I was on my own. But that's history as it goes to the centre wing position, and the mark taken there by Marty Christensen. Christensen to send the Cats forward. Ablett is the target. He's beaten on this occasion.
Gamble played on it. It was just as well. The tackle was too high. He's a little lucky, Sandy.
Could have been gone. So, Gamble from half back. In towards the centre. Low in front of Reynoldsson. Play on is the call. Malarkey, a hurried kick to the half-forward line. The bouncing ball is thumped clear. Here's danger. Turner and Morgan. Morgan it is who's still pushing it along in front. Into the open goal he runs and puts it straight into the cheer squad for a handy goal to the Cats. So they, again, open up an 11-point break. 11-5 plays 9-6 on 7's big lead.
So 60-71. 6.5 minutes have gone in the third term here at VFL Park as Darren Morgan, after kicking that goal, had a good turn of speed. I'm always envious of players who can run, Sandy. As we await the centre bounce, still Alistair Ford of St Kilda, John Mossop of Geelong. Good to see Mossop still in that ruck, Sandy. Obviously, it was only a knock on the knee or something like that because he's in there competing all the time now.
What was that for?
You ask me. I can't tell you.
So Mossop has it from the centre to the half-forward line. Ablett the target. Whitty got up high on. This leaves Turner free. Will he get caught? No, Mick gets his kick, the 200-gamer, and has put it through for yet another one. 2 quick goals for the Cats, and they're back in business again. Opening up a 17-point lead, 12-5 to 9-6 on 7's big lead.
I don't know if this is the game. What's your decision tomorrow, Sandy? I personally did not see what that one was for. It does make a vital difference to get the ball out of the centre, and when you get a free kick at the centre bounce, no doubt it helps. There's Michael Turner. And although Michael Turner's got 3 goals on the board, I'm quite impressed with young Whitty.
Centre bounce once again. Mossop preparing for his charge at the ball. Side leading by 17 points. Ford does it well on that occasion. He wins it. Can they take it out of the middle? No, because Christensen picks it up. Goes to the half-forward line once again. This time it's Fashini, however, who takes the mark across that half-back line. Wearing the long sleeves is Silvio towards centre wing, but straight to John Mossop. Mossop now back to half. Well, these two, Silvio and John Mossop, may as well sit down and have a chat with one another now. This time will he learn? No, he gets smothered off the boot. Morgan takes it away, gets it across to Couch, and the Cats look dangerous again up towards the half-forward line. Ablett is beaten this time. And the mark is going to be played to Denny. So the hard-working youngster from Ballarat. Back towards Mawson. Waiting down was Manning. Short. Cunningham across the centre of the ground. Shrugs the tackle. Oh, Joffa's gone for a bounce. Regains it. Puts out the pass. And it's a beauty to David Grant. Not far.
He's kidding.
No, he's not kidding. And listen to the fans.
Why shouldn't they?
Oh. Neil. Smothered. Cronin. Caught. Back with Cunningham. He gets a favourable bounce. He's in business. Does it well. To Narkle. In towards goal. Going across the face of goal.
And on the floor.
He wasn't kidding.
It was a mark or free kick, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know what the problem is, but obviously something's amiss. Bright, dangerously short.
They're obviously on the Geelong bus afterwards.
Yates, back to Bright. Good shepherding, sees him clear. He goes short. Couch, kept it in play delightfully. Beat Cronin on that occasion. In towards the centre, Elphinstone uses the body with the one hand. He has support in Ford, who goes short. Cunningham's loose across that centre line. A high handball finds Manning. Can he get clear of the tackle? He can. Bounces his way across half forward. Careful, or will get into trouble. They're dodging and weaving and twisting as Collins shoots towards goal. The shepherding's on. Mossop got a touch. They're still trying to shepherd in the square, and Geelong through Neil should get out of trouble. He's in the back pocket. Well tackled. No holding the ball. Well, listen to the St Kilda fans. They can't believe it. Burns cops one in the back. Still he battles on and eventually goes over for 1 point. And Bob Skilton has broken 2 pens, torn up his team lists, and still manages a sarcastic smile. Christensen from the back pocket. Elphinstone very late on the scene in the mark. Good mark taken by Steve Hocking.
Good move by Geelong. They put Hocking down onto half forward, and Hocking's taking a bit of an advantage in this quarter as Fashini must get the free kick. And he's taking a bit of advantage of Elphinstone's looseness and has got a couple of hand passes across. Gamble puts the ball forward. Elphinstone. Tackle against Bright is allowed to plenty of time as Bruns gets the ball forward. It's taken by Buse. Buse, a hand pass to Damien Christensen. His hand pass over the top to Buse again. Play on would have been a good decision, but Andrew Buse goes short. Morgan, Marty Christensen, either one could have taken it. Could be a 15-metre penalty against Narkle. No, Morgan puts a long kick down, looking for Ablett. Ablett and Frawley. Both players collide. Oh, the umpire's kidding.
Well, I would have thought both would have blamed.
As I said, both players collide.
So Ablett,
I would like to know what Frawley did wrong.
40 metres out. Drop punt on its way. And the Geelong fans are delighted with the result. So the Cats move to 13-5, moving away from St Kilda now. 13-5, 83. St Kilda a 9-7, 61 on 7's big lead.
Danny Frawley on short, wondering just what did he do wrong, because both players collided going for that ball. Both went to ground. I don't think it was a push. I don't think it was a shepherd. I don't think it was anything.
Centre bounce once again. Ford. Neil tried to take it away. It comes to Morgan. Puts Darcy under pressure. Now with Reynoldson. Caught. And pushed in the back. Some incredible decisions going on, but still the game goes on as Bright goes to the half-forward line for Sheedy. So Silvio from half-back. No one on the mark, so he's allowed the luxury of a bounce. And a long kick back to straight to Terry Bright. Out wide, looking for Bruns. Gathers it up beautifully on the half volley, shrugs the tackle well, then just chips forward up towards Christensen on half forward, clear of Elphinstone, steadies, goes with a pass, and it's a beauty too in finding Gary Apple. Right on the 50-metre line, the distance will not be a problem. He's kicked 3, and that's really been his game average since beginning senior football in VFL ranks. There's a long kick going across the face of goal and 1 point only registered. 13-6, plays 9-7 on the 7 Sports scoreboard, and we've played 14.5 minutes of this third term.
Gamble puts the ball back into play, finds Manning. Manning from half-back. A real floater of a kick, but beautifully trapped. Evans, good. Caught. Get caught. Too long, no talking from teammates. Fashini comes in, trying to get the hand pass out, does so to Cronin. Cronin's kick floats forward, but once again, straight to the opposition, and in this quarter, St Kilda's disposal has been abysmal. Boss puts the ball wide. Good shepherding by Mossop, allows Couch not just to take the mark, but play on. He overran his distance, though, I think. And it could... Yes, he has been penalised. No, it'll come back. Forget all that. It'll come back because Couch ran far more than his required distance, and so we'll find a free kick going to St Kilda.
And that's not time wasting.
I don't think you could in that case, Sandy, because he might not have heard the whistle. Don't dump the table like that. Just because you vote for St Kilda and I'm unbiased.
15.5 minutes played. Incredible comments coming from Bob Skilton. There's the Saints through Gamble. Over the centre, but Mossop in front of Lockett takes an easy mark.
Lockett at centre half forward now, Sandy.
Plays straight on to Yates. Claimed, but he's still got his kick away. Gathered little distance, Cunningham off a little too quickly. Back to Elphinstone. He in turn goes to his teammate in forward, to the half forward line. Mark dropped by Tony Lockett. Sheer strength got him out of it as he gets it back to Alistair Ford. A high kick down towards Lowe in the forward line. Couldn't take the mark, was under plenty of pressure. Particularly Boss gets it out wide to Malaki. There's a bounce up to the half-back line and gets underneath a drop punt. McConville will take the mark. Plays on. Well, they're persistent with that. Whitty's kick. To pull forward once again, and Lowe couldn't take it. Fashini hurriedly onto the boot, a stab at goal, but he's well off target and out of bounds. Full.
So you can't say they're not gamblers, St Kilda.
He'll take a punt. Silvio Fashini heading back. 17 minutes played. Third term. Reynolds. Mossop. Well, we saw him in his comeback game, and he's certainly improving with his match play as the weeks go by. To centre wing, very congested area. Christensen couldn't take it away. Lockett got it out. Gamble. Burns does shepherding. McConville still going. Looks to get the handball away. Does so now, and it's Collins up towards half forward once again. Waiting down is Elphinstone, hurriedly onto the left foot, putting it out in front of Cunningham. Can he get clear? Can he get past Reynoldson? He charges at the ball. This allows Lowe a run at it. He's on to the right foot with a high kick. Grant is the target. Can't find him. He's under pressure. So too was Narkle. Can't get clear. Neal showing blistering pace, bursts out. Oh, look at him. Charge out of defence. 2 bounces, and Scratcher goes towards centre wing. Looking for his captain, Mick Turner. Gets clear with a hurried kick. Gathers little distance up towards the flank. Beautifully picked up by Fashini. He's under pressure, and the boundary line just beats him. So a throw in to take place.
We saw the difference there in the disposal of the two sides, Sandy. St Kilda just blazing away. Robert Neal, as he broke away then, put it right out in front of his skipper, Michael Turner, and gave him every chance.
McConville's kick towards the centre of the ground, but straight to Neil, who finds Darcy. He's got Yates there if he needs him, and he probably did, because it was well spoilt by Robbie Elphinstone, who receives the hand pass now from Tony Evans, gets it across to Cunningham, Joffers a long kick when he wants to, grants the target, and he's got a free kick. No, he hasn't. Could you believe it? Malarkey gets it across to Boss, and listen to the St Kilda fans. A long kick out of danger. Gamble underneath it. With him is Brownless. Couldn't take the mark. And they both descend upon the football again, and another bounce to take place. So, 19 minutes played. Third term, and Geelong breaking away to a lead of 23 points. 13-6 plays 9-7.
So from the bounce, Alistair Ford gets a tap. Picked up by Damien Christensen, across to Morgan, taken by Andrew Buse. Buse, a beautiful pass. He just swung it back right onto the chest of Michael Turner, and so Turner will be attempting to kick his 4th goal. In a good quarter, actually, in the second term, Geelong kicked 6 goals, 1 to 3-2. So far in this term, it's been 3-2, now 3-3, to St Kilda 1-1. So Michael Turner hitting the post and bringing 1 point on the board. And there is the post that he hit. Danny Frawley. A nice kick from full-back. Well placed. It finds Robert Elphinstone. Nice piece of shit. Why cannot a teammate shepherd and allow a player to play on? I don't vote for either of these sides, Sandy. And I think St Kilda have had a raw deal.
So Cunningham bringing the football back.
Not that I think that would make any difference to the scoreboard. That's beside the point.
It may make the supporters a little less confused and possibly irate or aggravated.
And it might make the players a little bit less confused too.
Right. Outer side of the ground here at VFL Park, 23 points the margin, Geelong leading. Almost 21 minutes played, third term. Mossop and Ford both do the leaning. A hurried kick by Malarkey, gathers little distance, pushed towards the line. Kept in play by Andrew Buse. Look at him bounce his way around that boundary line. 2. Partly smothered, but he'll go back in for another attempt. Bashini, the quick tackler. Under pressure was Phil Cronin, saying to Andrew Buse, how do you do? But in the meantime, the free kick will go back to Silvio. Bashini in towards half-back. Manning takes it. Looks for the player coming down the ground. Finds him 2. Collins, 1 bounce. Clear to half-forward. Mossop. And behind him, Tony Lockett really struggling to gather up some speed. And it allows the Cats to easily bring the ball out of defence. Again, up towards Turner and Whitty. Turner, too skilled. Can he get clear? Narkle late on the scene. Down to the half-forward line. And he persists with his tackles, but the ball is still in play. Socket off the ground eventually. And so another throw-in to take place. Alistair Ford showing a bit of pace on that occasion. And plenty of determination. Certainly does look a different player in a St Kilda jumper, but then when they do change, Bobby, they all do, don't they? Yeah. One swinging back, not enough on 1 point. To Darren Morgan, who kicked a goal earlier on in this term, and it takes Geelong to 13-8, 86, St Kilda 9-7, 61. Down towards Manning. Now, Andrew Manning could almost stop for lunch, and he could spear one into Burns at half-forward. That's exactly what he does. Burnsy runs on from the 50-metre line, has a bounce. He could have gone over the top to Grant, but no, says I'll have a shot at goal and puts it through. Much-needed goal to the Saints. Now, could that be the one that will spur them on? Greg Burns scores his first at the 23-minute mark in the third term.
Some good teamwork by St Kilda there. Makes a big difference if the disposal is good coming down the ground, Sandy. St Kilda have won the ball well. And generally speaking, it's been their disposal that has let them down.
67 plays 86. Certainly not out of it yet. Got a lot of work to do.
You need another quick goal, Sandy.
Yeah, well, normally In this instance, Geelong have been able to answer with a quick reply. Can they do it this time? It's John Collins again, putting St Kilda to attack down towards Andrew Manning at half forward. He couldn't take it, but he does have support. No one waiting down, however. And a chance for Darcy to effect the handball. Tried to get it across to Boss. Waiting there was Neil. Neil goes even wider. Looks for Couch. Finds him. He steadies onto the left foot. Turner will fly from behind. No, he waits. And in fact, a good mark taken by Robbie Elphinstone. Poor hand pass. Gamble may get clear of Ablett just. And he got a push in the back as he took the kick, but now he's going to bring the football back and say take another kick from the half-back line. Either Bob Skilton's fainted or he's gone to sleep.
What a waste of time, Sandy.
And they're still carrying on about it. It really is incredible. Umpire Snett. Manning will leave it for his bigger teammate in Alistair Ford, who's really tried hard today. Fashini. Elphinstone charging through. Under plenty of pressure from Christensen. Tries to get a handball over the top. Goes straight towards Hocking. He too is under pressure, but the umpire said he'll be free kick.
There's no doubt.
Yep. Choffer having a few words. Perhaps he should forget about that and worry about the game. Plucking in a one-hander on that occasion was Cochrane. Well, he's been a tryer. Short. Cutting it. Again, Collins, the bounce. Neil over the top of him. Play on is the call. And Geelong through Bruns, who once again are able to bring it away with relative ease and find Steve Hocking across half-back.
Hocking's hand pass back to Bruns. Bruns over the top to Buse. Andrew Buse has plenty of time to steady, put the pass down, and it's well taken by Bill Brownless. So Brownless in the sunshine, not much of it on the ground at the moment. McConville, spoiled by his teammate. Morgan says, thank you very much. He'll hand pass. No, he decides to go on and put it through anyway. So Darren Morgan says 2 goals to myself for the term. And to Geelong, it's 14-8. 92, 10-7, 67.
Here's the biggest margin so far in the game for the Cats at the 26-minute mark of the third term. 25 points, and they're certainly looking the goods.
He did have a chance of hand passing to his captain, and he said no.
I was just wondering what Mick would have said had he missed. I tell you what.
He'd have whacked him.
Would have too. Here's the centre bounce. 67 plays 92. Mossop a big charge at the ball. Can't win it out of the middle, however. There are blue and white Guernseys everywhere. Lockett's taken out of it. Pushed clear towards Terry Bright. Shepherding should see him clear. He looks for Darcy. Across half-back. Oh, they're starting to muck round with it. Under pressure, he gets a kick with the left foot towards centre wing. McConville got a bad bounce. Brownless, a good hand pass to Mossop, who goes long to the half-forward line. This time, McTurner out of position, and the mark taken by Dave Whitty. A high kick towards centre wing. Christensen, a shocking bounce. It may work for him yet. It does work for him. Clear of Cunningham. Spears out a pass. Looking for Ablett. With him is Crawley. And the boundary line beats them at 2 of them.
But Sandy, why would young Whitty go across there after taking a beautiful mark? How he put the side in trouble, spoiled all of his good play. Let's just hope that experience does teach some of these players. Crawley. Alistair Ford. His kick goes forward, bounces just before the boundary line. Over the line it goes. And so a throwing to take place midway between half-forward flank and centre wing for Geelong, with Geelong on 92 points, St Kilda 67 points, 28 minutes into the third term here at VFL Park. Damien Christensen. Darren Morgan. Morgan a high floating kick towards half-forward. And an excellent mark taken by Michael Turner. Turner's got Terry Bright down towards the square. Coughlin would have given away a free kick anyway. And it didn't matter because Terry Bright took the ball straight into the open goal. And Terry Bright brings up his first goal for the game. Not because of any problems with Terry Bright, because I think he's come right down from defence to kick that goal. And Terry Bright, in fact, has been a pretty good player today. 13 kicks, 4 hand passes across the half-back line, and now has got 180 metres run to get back to where he started.
He's saying if Robert Elphinstone can do it for St Kilda, I can do it for Geelong. And the Cats starting to steam away now. 67 plays 98. The margin is 31 points. And there's the siren. So the Cats go into the final term with a 31-point lead. 15-8 plays 10-7 on 7's big lead. Geelong go into the final term here at VFL Park in a commanding position. They lead by 31 points after leading by only 10 at half-time. The question is, can they go on with it, or can St Kilda come back as Alistair Ford puts them into attack for the first term down towards the half-forward line. Bright has had a good game.
And now we find Bright putting the ball back in towards the centre. McConville couldn't take the mark. Off the hands of McConville. Burns comes in to lend support. But we find a bounce to take place. Bounce about 20 metres wide of the centre circle. Ford gets the tap wide. It's intercepted by Morgan. Morgan tackle, got the hand pass in. Burns caught one too high. The umpire doesn't pay it. Damien Christensen comes through. Phil Narkle intercepts and puts the ball wide for St Kilda. Evans in the front position. It's punched away from him by Malarkey. Cunningham couldn't gather it the first time. Now does it. Gives it wide. It's taken by Whitty. Whitty's kick up towards Elphinstone, now obviously on the forward line, but it's intercepted by Boss. Boss goes forward with a long kick towards half forward. I think Gamble got into the back of Brownless there, but it's called play on as Gamble takes the ball away. Nice piece of shepherding. Lucky the umpire wasn't watching because he got the Brownless right in the mush. And the hand pass comes back now to Gamble again. That time from Coghlan up towards half forward, and it's taken there by Elphinstone.
So Robbie Elphinstone on the right half forward flank. Just 1.5 minutes into this final term, St Kilda want a couple of quick goals to get them back in business. They've got the chance. It's down in their forward line. Peter-Budge. A snap at goal. It looks pretty good. It is from Silvio. You put him in front of those sticks and he's always dangerous, but he's kicked his second, and that's exactly what St Kilda wanted. So the Southern Saints move along to 11-7, trailing Geelong 15-8 on 7's big lead.
So I thought it could have been a free kick anyway, Sandy, as Peter-Budge was held. But nonetheless, Fashini lending great support to Peter-Budge, and badly needed goal to the Saints. It's one that they really did need. When you're down 31 points at half-time, and at three-quarter time, I should say, then you really do need to get the first goal.
Here's the centre bounce, and it's a poor one. Good for Geelong as Mossop gives it across to Couch, who goes up towards the half-forward line. Bruns couldn't take it. St Kilda through Whitty should get out of trouble. He's in 2 minds, slips on the ground. There's no pressure on him, and he'll get clear. Onto that left foot, towards the half-back flank. The mark taken by McConville. It almost surprised him at the back of the pack. McConville's kick in towards the centre. Burns almost threw it out the back door, but they're clear. The hand pass comes across to Lowe. It came from Evans. Elphinstone to the forward line. Lockett's on one leg. He can hardly move. Needs support. Gets it through Cunningham. Runs into trouble, does Joffa, and loses the football. And Geelong through Buse should get out of trouble. He goes down towards the half-back flank. It'll be a line ball that leads them to the boundary line or not. It's Couch. Gets the handball clear. Christensen, Damien, to half-forward. Turner controlled it beautifully. Play on is the call. He was leg. And we'll get the free kick. Mick Turner celebrating his 200th game. Ablett couldn't take it. Frawley, a hurried kick going across the face of goal, but Burns is there to take the mark. Dangerously plays on. They could get out of trouble, or they may not. No, they won't, because Morgan gives it to Bruns. Back to Morgan again. Onto the left foot. A torp in towards full forward. Ablett trying to use the one hand. Couldn't take the mark. Hocking looks for the free kick. Doesn't come his way. Manning. The hand pass puts David Grant under pressure. And there's another shocker. Christensen. Well, they're almost playing in slow motion at the moment. Ablett throws it out the back door. It's thrown back in. Given to Cunningham. Cunningham across to big Alistair Ford. A high hand pass. Oh, he's put Gamble under pressure. He loses it and he's been pinged. Well, what a comedy of errors.
from half forward. Damien Christensen with the ball. Not quite certain where to go. Couple of leads. Ignores those. Now he goes short towards Hocking, and Hocking will take the mark. Free kick, whatever you like. So Steve Hocking. 48 metres out from goal. Well, the line's 50 metres, Sandy.
I thought it was 48.2.
And is it through?
No.
Yes, it is. Through for 1 point.
Talk about being specific. So a point on the board. 15-9. Plays 11-7. The Cats holding St Kilda at bay at the moment. Someone's about to start a jackhammer here at VFL Park. Something certainly going on. Mossop gets the handball out to Ablett. A hurried left foot snap by Gary Ablett going across the face of goal for 1 point only. So they go into double figures and reach the ton at the same time. 15-10, 100. St Kilda 11-7, 73. Collins, clear. A chip across the centre of the ground will find Gamble. He's away. Lockett is the target. Uses his strength. Malaki's hand pass out wide in front of Boss. And Boss is able to put the Cats out of trouble. He's got Couch on his own over there on that outer side of the ground. Over the top of Burns he goes. Gives it to the running player in Christensen. Up towards the left half forward line, and Bright takes the mark. He's had a great day, Terry Bright. Across to Mick Turner. It'd be fitting for him to goal here, and he probably should. He does, and Geelong continue on their merry way. Michael Turner, 200 games for the VFL, and he kicks his fourth, and his fans are delighted. 16-10, plays 11-7 on 7th big lead.
As you called, Sandy, Terry Bright has played an excellent game for Geelong today. 14 kicks, 5 hand passes, 1 goal. Not bad for a player who's either back pocket or half-back flank, one or the other. And these days, you're not quite game because the coach says he didn't play there.
Here's the centre bounce. And it's from the centre that Couch tries to get Geelong into attack, but he loses it to Collins, who in turn will lose it to his teammate in Ford, who's tried very, very hard today, Alistair Ford. Reynoldsson across half-back is under pressure, but he does it well. Gets out of strife, then goes with a low trajectory kick back towards the centre wing. Only to see Peter McConville take the mark. He's also tried pretty hard today.
Yeah, he's done a great job, Sandy.
McConville's kick.
In fact, 17 kicks and 6 hand passes, also from half-back.
Can't ask much more than that. Phil Narkle. Onto the left foot, to the half-forward line. They've certainly broken down across there. Bright to Couch. Across to Morgan. Here they go again. He's got Christensen. Couldn't take the hand pass, however, but he's still got plenty of support. Views beautifully across to Morgan from the 50-metre line. He can bounce his way into goal. He goes with a drop punt and puts it straight through the middle. And Geelong starting to career away. 17-10, 112. St Kilda have stopped on 11-7, 73.
I have the feeling I tipped the loser, Sandy.
Yes, the Cats certainly looking the goods at the moment.
There's no doubt about that. 6 goals, 3 the margin. And there's Darren Morgan, who has kicked 3 goals and is somewhat back to the form that he displayed last year. He's struggled a little bit this year in the games that we've seen, and really has played well today.
Well, Coach John Devine has stated that from last week he wanted to win the next 5 on end, and it looks at this early stage as though his team has made a very positive start. Ford's high kick for St Kilda, down towards their half-forward line. Burns was waiting down, couldn't take it. I think it'll be a free kick, however.
Because of the change in the league round, Sandy, they front up to St Kilda 6 weeks' time.
So, see what happens then. Coglan, now he has been a trier for St Kilda. He gets caught on that occasion. Mossop lazily gives the handball out, and the Cats once again, with relative ease, bring the ball out of defence, back towards the centre. The Christensens are in there, both of them. Silvio hands on hips. David Grant. And another bounce.
Bounce almost in the centre of the ground. Grant gets a tap for St Kilda. Puts it wide. It's taken by Peter-Budge. Budge kick towards half forward. Elphinston could easily have picked up the free kick, but Malarkey giving good support to Mossop. Hooks it back towards centre half forward, and Burns takes a lovely mark. Now Burns, 55 metres out from goal.
Short.
Short it is to Evans, who'll go straight in towards the open goal.
Oh.
And misses the sitter. I'll never be critical of the kids. Just let's hope young Evans learns from that one. Sandy?
It's 11-8 to 17-10.
When I say that, even the oldies miss those occasionally. Never do it on purpose.
Bright. Couldn't take that one. Coughlin going with him. Neil lending support to Bright. Gets past Collins with a hurried kick. Back to Morgan. Oh, he's showing tremendous dash. Playing well now. No pressure on him at all. He can go over the top. Does so to Drum. He says, this darn sun's getting in my eyes. I can't see who it is. In fact, it was Christensen. That's how much sun there is over on that outer side of the ground. Kept in play, but only momentarily. And we will see another throw-in take place. Very clearing, that sun, isn't it, Bob?
5 metres out there.
Oh, hate to stir. Here's the throw-in. Brown stood ruck work. Close to the boundary line. Cunningham, a chance. Manning and Hocking. And it's going against Andrew Manning. Steve Hocking will take it. He was
right into the
fringing. Yep. So he's on, as Bob would say, the 48-metre line. Turner couldn't take it. The umpire calling play on as David Grant comes out of defence up towards centre wing, and Mossop takes the mark. John Mossop short to the half-forward line. Good interception, however, on that occasion. It's taken by young Tony Evans. He plays on, swings it across to the half-forward line for St Kilda as they go down into their attacking zone. But Neil is there, reliable and strong, across to Reynoldson, out wide into Christensen, and the Cats are away again. They've got this habit of sneaking out wide on the flanks and getting all alone. This time, however, it is David Whitty in front. Plays on, dangerously so. Gamble gives it across to Frawley. He loses it. Whitty again, onto the left foot, to the half-forward line. One grab. And an infringement, I think, going the way of Geelong's boss. Gets it across to Bright. McConville is there, and he'll take the mark to St Kilda. Well, the sting has certainly gone out of this game. The crowd, incidentally, 21,805 here in very good condition this afternoon.
An excellent crowd, Sandy. Bright. Oh, what a great game he's played. Can do no wrong out there. And that's not being critical of Coughlin, because Coughlin played a superb game in the centre in the first half. Couch swings the ball back towards half forward. Turner in the front position, just a little bit clear of Whitty. And so Michael Turner gets the lead from Ablett. Oh, almost held it, but not quite long enough. It's picked up by Ford. Ford's kick. Cunningham and Christensen, Marty Christensen that is, but neither player can beat the boundary. And so we're throwing to take place. Half forward flank for Geelong, with Geelong on 112 points. St Kilda 74 points. 13.5 minutes into the final term at VFL Park.
Here's the throw in again. Ford, Christensen, a poor bounce, and it just sneaks over the line. Marty Christensen wearing 47. 13.5 minutes played. Burns, handling like a basketball. It was scooped out the back and thrown to Bruns. He goes to the half-forward line looking for Turner, but Whitty beats him.
Still done a good job, Whitty, even though Turner kicked 4 goals.
Yep. 11-footer. There he goes with his kick to Cunningham. Jolver can run the length of the square here. 2, 3 bounces. Neil giving chase. To half-forward, Lockett the target. Couldn't take it on the half volley. And look how the Geelong defence are able to once again bring the ball out. Couch will be on the receiving end. He's at centre wing. Plenty of time to steady. gives it across to his teammate there in Damien Christensen. To full forward, Turner couldn't take the mark. Waiting down is Morgan, always dangerous in front of goals. He snaps with the left foot and puts it through. Good goal by Darren Morgan. And Geelong once again move away. As Morgan kicks his fourth, the Cats move to 18-10, St Kilda 11-8 on the 7 Sports scoreboard.
The Geelong defence has really been superb, particularly since half-time, Sandy. They haven't let much through the gate at all. No matter where it's come or where it's come from, the defence of Geelong have been excellent. Centre bounce. Ford and Mossop. The bounce goes towards forward. Taps it wide. Hand pass coming out from Collins. Gamble puts a long kick forward. Tapped away by Reynoldsson. Cronin first on the scene. Gathers it well. Straightens up and goes goalward. He's offline. Lockett from behind. Yates has done an excellent job against Lockett. And the immobility of Tony Lockett really telling, but that's taking nothing away from Mark Yates, because from the moment he was shifted on to Lockett, he's been an excellent player. Damien Christensen finds Couch. Couch taps it on. Views couldn't get the ball clear, and Couch lends good support to him. Puts it up towards the centre wing. McConville tapped the ball away. Gamble lends support. Tapped it wide, tapped on by Manning, kicked off the ground by Whitty, straight into the arms of Ford. His kick down towards half forward. Too far for Reynoldsson, but Darcy gets a favourable bounce. Swings it out towards a half-back flank. Racing after it, Scratcher Neal, but the boundary line comes up first before number 35, Robert Neal, could get to the ball, and so the throwing will take place midway between centre wing and half-forward flank for St Kilda. 74 to 118 in favour of Geelong. 16.5 minutes have gone as the free kick goes the way of Mossop. He gets it across to Bright. Bright in towards the centre. Punched away from Christensen by Cunningham. Morgan gets the hand pass in. Malaki also. Boss now gets a favourable bounce. Up towards half forward. Turner's there. And no mark. It should have been a free kick though. It will be a free kick this time. And so Michael Turner, who has kicked 4 goals. It's 45 metres out from goal, so a little bit too far to score. He kicked from about 50 metres. Goes short. Bruns the lead, and Bruns it is who takes the mark. So Neville Bruns about 30 to 35 metres from goal. There's the angle. Still plenty of goal open to Neville Bruns. He hooks it and goes across the face of goal and through for 1 point. So Bruns with 1 goal 1 out of Geelong score of 18 goals 11. 119, St Kilda 11-8, 74.
Frawley to the members' flank, the mark taken by David Grant. Gets clear across half back, goes in towards centre wing. Bright, Cronin. Plenty of holding on, and Phil Cronin will be the recipient of the free kick.
I think Terry Bright said then he's going to get this and run away from me. So I might as well give a free kick and bring him back.
Yeah, he's had a big day, as Terry Bright. Low, looking to play on. Oh, he's put his teammate under pressure in Tony Evans. Gets it across to Cronin, short, and this time Lockett takes them. He's kicked 2 goals, and both of those were in the first term. St Kilda looking really good in the opening 10 or 15 minutes. Since that time, Mark Yates has certainly had the better. That right knee, obviously not allowing him the freedom he would like. But he swung that one back nicely, and his goal, and so the Saints score their 12th. They trail now by 39 points, 18-11 to 12-8 on 7's big lead. And we've played almost 19 minutes of this final term here at VFL Park.
It was a nice pass from Phil Cronin. Terry Bright comes back towards position in the background. Tony Lockett, Sandy said, with the knee heavily bandaged. It's a centre bounce.
19.5 minutes played. The margin 39 points. Mossop a run. Ford virtually stands his ground. Morgan brings it out of the middle, and that's where they've been winning it. Christensen to the left half forward flank. Waiting down, however, is Narkle. Clearing for St Kilda. Back towards David Grant. Plays on cleverly. Goes up towards the right half forward flank. No mark is taken. Here's an opportunity for the Saints through Collins, though, as he picks it up and goes long towards full forward. Lockett and Yates. Tony Lockett lumbers after it now. Picks it up. Needs support. What can he do? As he tries to get the handball over the back. Back to Collins. He fires away at goal and I think has put it through. So Collins posts St Kilda's 13, 13-8, 86. Geelong 18-11, 119 for John Collins. That is goal number 1.
Collins did well there to come on down the ground, put the ball forward, and lock it. Slow motion or not. Still doing an excellent job for St Kilda. And I'm not being critical when I say slow motion. Only suggesting that he's showed a great amount of courage to play with the way his knee obviously is.
Back in the middle once again. 20.5 minutes played in this final term, and Geelong have certainly stamped their authority on this game. And St Kilda playing it out. It's a bad bounce for Alistair Ford. It's Christensen who takes Geelong down towards their right half forward flank. McConville under pressure, needs support. His hand pass, however, goes astray. Taken by Turner. Turner back to Marty Christensen. Marty Christensen's kick aimed at Brownless. Couldn't take it. Waiting down is Morgan. Here's the quick reply by Geelong. No, he has missed it. Gee, he was going into the open goal then, Darren Morgan. Looking for his 5th for the game, but just off target, 1 point only. So it's 18-12, plays 13-8 on the 7 Sports scoreboard.
Gamble playing on. Puts it wide. Collins takes the mark. Now John Collins, former Northerner, goes towards centre wing. Good effort to take the mark that time from Elphinston, but he didn't come out with it. Narkle does come out with it. It's picked up now, the hand pass by Fashini. Fashini goes wide. Cronin tried to tap it on. Lending support to Cronin is Jeff Cunningham. Cunningham straightens up, puts the ball wide. Lowe coming out for St Kilda. A diving attempt, just cannot take the mark. Bad luck for Lowe in St Kilda as Reynoldsson picks the ball up. Goes towards centre wing. Damien Christensen doing a fine job in this quarter. In fact, it's kick number 8 for the term. As Damien Christensen goes towards Michael Turner and he takes a nice mark. Well, Turner, he and Whitty have had a fine duel today. Turner has come out on top because he's kicked 4 goals, but Whitty's still done well. Turner towards half forward, I should say. Free kick could go the way of Andrew Hughes. It was an accident, but nonetheless, accident or not, when you run into a player's head, it is a free kick. So Andrew Hughes, 45 metres out from goal. He'll be kicking from closer to the 50-metre mark. The kick from Hughes, up towards the goal square. Ford up high. Gamble kicks the ball off the ground. Manning first on the scene for St Kilda. They get out of the danger zone as the kick goes towards centre wing. Evans couldn't take it on the second grab. Malarkey did, but it was no mark to Malarkey. He taps the ball wide. Robert Neal first on the scene. Well tackled. Hand passes towards the boundary line. Over the boundary line it goes. So a throw in on centre wing, outer side of the ground. There's Robert Neal. Mossop, number 10 for Geelong, coming across. No ruckman there for St Kilda. But easily been a free kick to Mossop. The hand pass from Mossop came out to Neal. Across now to Reynoldsson. His kick, a long one towards half forward. Whitty, a nice mark. So David Whitty. Dummied the hand pass. Goes for the short pass now. And straight into the arms it goes to the opposition. It was meant for the player on the mark, and that is Robert Elphinston. But Marty Christensen came in to intercept. Christensen gives the hand pass across to Boss. Straight down the ground. Ablett in front. Comes off the hands. Ablett gives the hand pass towards Turner. Turns around. Puts it through for goal number 5. 5 goals to Michael Turner, 4 to Darren Morgan, 4 to Billy Brownless, 3 to Gary Ablett, who got that hand pass towards Michael Turner. And the scoreboard is Geelong 19 goals 11, 126, a 40-point margin over St Kilda, 13 goals 8, 86. Approaching time on in the final term on Sevens Big League. It's surely a win for Geelong as St Kilda trail by 40 points with time on to play. Been no lack of endeavour by St Kilda, but since half-time the disposal has left a lot to be desired, and up forward have been taken apart by the Geelong defenders. Whitty comes across, takes it well, the hand pass, finds Gamble. Gamble from half-back, puts it over centre wing. No mark taken, Neil recovers, Elphinstone comes in, gets the hand pass towards Collins. Collins tackled from behind, and so his kick's offline. It wobbles out wide, picked up by Robert Neal. Neal goes short, finds Damien Christensen, who's had a picnic in this final term. His hand pass to Mark Boss. Stephen Hocking does likewise out to Darren Morgan. And if Christensen's had a picnic, I don't know what Morgan's had. Between the two of them, they've just dictated play. It's about a ball each out there. And so they're throwing in the forward pocket for Geelong. Probably about 4 or 5 minutes left to play. As forward in front of Brownless, gets it down to Whitty. Whitty's kick comes wide. Cunningham there, able to play on, has the luxury of a bounce. Being told by the umpire it looked like how he stood, and the hand pass comes out to Collins. Collins straightens up, comes back onto the right foot, goes short and wide. Andrew Manning. Elphinstone, not a player within 55 metres. Elphinstone's got Lowe giving the lead, goes down. Lowe's trying to touch it, does touch it, but can't stop Yates from putting it over the boundary line. And so we'll find a throwing to take place. Forward pocket for St Kilda, with St Kilda trailing by 40 points. 86 to 126, 26 and a half minutes into the final term. Mossop against Lowe. Views. Long hand pass. Neal couldn't handle it cleanly the first time, but had plenty of time to recover. Puts the ball forward. Forward, not judging it well, but trapped it well. And now goes for the short pass. Cronin slipped. Bright picks it up. Thrown out by Bright, surely. Ball play on. Into the back it should have been for Geelong. And now we find Peter-Budge going up towards Lockett and Yates. It's been a great duel between those two players. Yates getting a push in the back, but not before it was through for 1 point, kicked by Peter-Budge. 3 points to John Peter-Budge as Mark Yates will bring the ball back into play, and there was the board, 87 to 126. Cunningham up high, couldn't take the mark. Peter-Budge gets a hand pass across to Cunningham, who goes goalwards, but it went straight through for 1 point. 1 point kicked by Jeff Cunningham. Cunningham as Yates brings the ball back into play. And a good looking kick. Neal couldn't quite get it cleared. It's picked up by Darcy. Darcy well tackled by Burns. The loose ball comes towards Morgan. Morgan and Manning. Morgan was held. Paul play on with the advantage rule as Hocking gives the ball out to Neal. Neal now goes short. Turner couldn't take the mark, but recovers beautifully. Runs a good turn of speed. The umpire didn't look down where Crawley was hanging on to Ablett, and in the finish, no free kick to Ablett. It was a mark to Crawley. Crawley's hand pass to Narple, who now comes back the other way. A bounce. Ablett in hot pursuit. The kick from Narkle out towards half-back, and a good mark taken there by Cunningham. Cunningham plays on immediately. Up towards centre wing, Burns takes the mark. He'll play on. He'll go on looking for Lowe. It's Lowe and Reynoldsson. Lowe couldn't take it on the half volley. Traps it well the second time. Tried to get the hand pass in towards Cronin. Wright's first there. Taps it over the boundary line deliberately. But as the siren sounds, the final score sees Geelong